Hey guys. Well, today I am coming to you from the Hormone Zone. I can't hold a thought in my head. I walk into a room. Why did I go in there? I don't know. It's not hard to know what I'm supposed to do in here, but sometimes I forget. Why did I go in my office? It was kind of important, but now anyway, here we are. Today we will call our show Sometimes It's Friday. Fridays are the best days. I love Friday, and I got to videotape and talk to you guys every Friday to find out what's new with you and tell you what's new with me. Nothing that new, just more dolls. Doll craziness, doll craziness. Doll craziness. But I did more or less finish my raggeties that I started last week. Oh, guys, I could not believe how well they turned out. And if it wasn't for this slow-moving brain, this crazy hormone fluctuation brain, I'd probably be done. But I do things, I don't like it, and I rip it out. Do you guys ever have that problem? I really do, because I want things to be just so. And when I'm biochemically compromised, that trait in my personality grab bag gets worse. Perfectionism? No, I just know what I like, and I like what I like. As you know, I love feels. I love touch. But the visual is huge, okay? Presentation is everything. So let's start with the one that is finished. I think so, maybe. Here she is. I do. I love this. I love the way she turned out. Look, her little buttons are adorable. Her dress, of course, with the cool machine crocheted fringe that got attached on there. I did some straight stitches. I left the scalloped edges on this old pillow sham. It's an old linen pillow sham. Oh gosh, and it just looks great. It's art. If you can find fabric with finished edges that you can pirate, that you can cut up, that stuff makes the best stuff, because it's somebody else's work that you're sort of taking credit for. And it makes the sewing go much easier. Why sew on a hem when the fabric's already hemmed? Work around things that are already done. You get a lot of mileage that way. I started out using a zigzag stitch. And as you can see with her, I decided to go a straight quilting stitch. And you can really see it here on the back. I'm going to hold this where you can really check it out. Those little straight stitches in a khaki colored thread. I think I bought that thread to hem Mr. Murphy's khakis maybe 6 months ago. Bought it, matched it perfectly. But look, it looks great with the tea-stained linen. And as you run it all along the edges, it really gives it that homespun look. I love it. But I'll tell you, making this little apron took forever. I took it apart. I took it completely apart, hemming and edging and seams and all, because for some reason, maybe because it's raggedy, I had this zigzag thing in mind. You know, a lot of raggeties incorporate, let's see if I have any sticking around here. I know I do. Rickrack or bric-brac or whatever you like to call it. Red, up and down. Can you see that? Oh, it's really great. It says playtime to me. But I didn't want to use this. I wanted more of an older, aged, found look. And this is just too bright. And it's perfect for something, just not for her. So, but I had that zigzag thing, so I used my zigzag stitch a lot when I was putting together the apron, but it just turned out to be a stringy mess. So I took it all apart, and I'm really glad I did. I got past that hump. I kept wanting to put more layers on her, but really, she's done. Sometimes it's just done. It's just finished. I might make an accessory, a little bag, a smaller doll to go with her. We'll see. During my search for extra stuff to put on my doll, I found YouTube channels of awesomeness. I found one gal who is really great, and I'll post, I'll put her thing at the bottom. Is it there? Is it there? I don't know. I hope it is. I hope I looked it up and took the time to put it there, because you really got to check out her channel. She's got a lot of great crochet stuff. Remember, last week I talked about a quilter who's decided not to post quilting vids anymore. But now I found this girl. She's British, Aussie, New Zealand, I don't know. She's really, really good at explaining, showing. She has a very pleasing voice. She's good at laying out details. So, I have them right here. She had several videos on how to crochet tiny, tiny flowers. Oh, here they are. Oh my, okay. These are adorable. There were all kinds of different little tiny crochet flowers. Here's one in a hot pink. There were also some roses, but some of my girls over there are holding them. Little tiny crochet roses. I went through my yarn stash, my thick yarn, my thin yarn. Ooh, here's a little bitty white one. Can you see it? I love that. And I thought, oh, I'll put that on their clothes, or I'll put it in their hair or something. I saw a picture on Pinterest that was adorable. No, every time I tried to do it, it just looked like too much. So now, since we've talked about that, let's talk about the real dilemma. Liza. Oh gosh, Liza. I love Liza. She's adorable, and okay, here's what it looks like. Digging in my stuff, digging in my stuff. Okay, remember this stuff here? I love this. There's some slightly different kind down here at the bottom of her dress that I love. It gives the cloth weight, therefore gives the doll weight, just gives that substantial feeling to the touch. So I was determined to put this on this. I started out trying to put it in the middle. Oh, how cute. Yes, isn't that lovely? And I put it on there, I don't know how many times. I put it on flat, I gathered it, I tacked it, I did everything. I put it on and took it off, I bet 4, 5 times, and I just didn't like it. I never liked it. So then I thought, oh, I'll put it on the top. I will put it around her neck. It's so cute. Look, it looks like angel wings in the back. Isn't that sweet? And it's really darkly colored, aged. I don't know if it was originally done with darker thread or if it was exposed to something that really aged it and darkened it. But it just looks fabulous. I love it. So I put that on there. I felt kind of good about it around her neck. It looked nice. And I did that 3 or 4 times before I found something I liked. So I'm moving along. I think, well, okay, we'll put it up here. We won't have an apron, so let's embellish her dress with these fun applique. A little, just things cut out in older fabric. See, here's one on the back. And I even put like a wood button on it to match the wood button that I put in the back of her dress. We're going. Everything's working. We're doing good. And then I think she needs more. She's got so much up here, she's sort of top heavy. So I decided to put lace on the bottom. And that's when things went crazy. First, I made this petticoat. And as you can see, this is can you see the embellishment on it, on the linen? This is another part of that same pillow sham, the one with the scalloped edges. I was going to cut it so that it would show up on here, on her, but I like the plain better on her. So I decided to use it as a hidden special effect, something that you just don't see right away. It's sort of like going in a messy house and open up the closets and find them beautifully organized and full of treats and teacups and fun things. It's like a secret little treasure, and I love secret treasures. You know what I mean? So I put this, it ended up, and it's a random design, it just lands where it lands, and it's precious. And I thought, great, we'll put some lace at the bottom, and that will kind of draw the eye back down and also give some nice fluff. But then I didn't like it anymore, and I think, hang with me, people, I'm almost there. It's because this is dark and this is light. So the dilemma is, do I take this off? Or do I take this off, which I'm not finished putting it on. You notice she has a tail. A tail. I think I'm going to dye this in the tea. I'm going to take this off and dye it because I just worked so hard on this. What are your thoughts? Please tell me. If you have some, I would love to hear them. But this is the kind of thing that the middle-aged woman brain will cause you to struggle with. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it depends on how much time you have to complete something. I've gotten much quicker, and I'm very quick on a lot of things. But I tell you, Liza has been a struggle. I think I'm going to redo her eyes, too. She just looks a little cockeyed, doesn't she? I don't know. Could be that that's the case. Could be I'm insane. Who knows? Those who love me, hopefully, don't care. So that's my report for this week. I'm sorry I don't have anything more elaborate, but I feel like I've talked enough about that, about sewing. Again, really happy with my raggeties. Looking forward to getting my Etsy shop going. Looking forward to having you guys come and visit just to say hey. And I hope you have a great 4th of July weekend. We're having a real calm one around here, which is great because, as you can tell, my mental capacity is not up to high volume right now. But first world problems, right? It could be so much worse. It could be so much worse. So I love you guys, and I love talking to you every week. I don't know if you look forward to it as much as I do, but I really do. Go make something beautiful and creative out of the pieces of your life. And thanks for stopping by and seeing me today. Bye, guys.